What's going on, you guys? My name is Ron and welcome back to yet another video. So today we're going to be looking at the Evotech Pro. Now, Easy Tattoo Supply finally reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to review it, and I said, hell yeah, send it over. So that being said, there's going to be an affiliate and discount code, 10% discount code for you guys. If you're interested, I'll have it in the description and pinned in the comments below. But that being said, let's check it out. Alright, so here it is, the Evotech Pro tattoo machine in the Evotech Silver. Sorry, the Silver. This is the Evotech Pro in the Silver. Now, Easy Tattoo Supply reached out and sent this out to me, so thank you, Easy Tattoo Supply, for that. I put about 6 hours on this machine. Started this big shoulder piece, so I got to do some lines with it, got to do some shading with it, got to do some solid packing with it. So I will have all of my opinions on those throughout this video. But for now, let's emulate this open box experience. Now, it does come wrapped in plastic. It did ship pretty quickly. I don't know if that's because they wanted to get it out to me quickly or if that's their normal thing, but it did seem to ship pretty quick. Comes in the sleeve, cardboard box. You do have some like embossing on here, yada yada. And it's very tight. Now, this does come with a 40mm grip as well. So if you're into the big board grip, I am the weird 1% that prefers a smaller, more narrow grip. I feel like it gives me more control. That is just me, though. And it comes with a big paper manual. I can appreciate this. Beats the hell out of a QR code. We have a 2000 milliamp battery, 2.5 hour charge time, approximately 5 to 7 hours of runtime, and it is Bluetooth. So you can use this with the Easy Tattoo pedal. I did ask them if they wanted to send it out to me, but they kind of just ignored my question. So anyway, so here we have our instructions. Now this does have the PNW chip in there, and I will right now, if you want to know more about the PNW system in here in a more detailed manner, I will direct you over to Adam Darklord's video. He is a super detailed guy. I'm just going to give you my general opinion and how I feel it worked for me. But if you want to read this, you can pause it. So there is 2 controllers on here, one's for the voltage, and one is to control the speed within the voltage, or the PWM, excuse me. It does have a warranty, it looks like. So it has a easy customized external rotor brushless motor. It's a 3.5 machine, 9,000 RPMs, 60 to 50 hertz, 0 to 4.5. Looks like they give you an extra half a millimeter there. Usually it's like 0 to 4, isn't it? Here we go. Here's the important stuff. 1 year warranty on the motor, 6 months on the battery pack, 3 months on spare parts. Of course, if it's human error, they will not cover that. Anyways, that's for the foot switch, so we're going to throw that to the side. Anyways, here we have it here, guys. The Easy Evotech Pro. So it does come with a 40mm grip. I believe this is 40mm. I will correct myself on screen right now. As you can see, I did not use this. It's still in the plastic. Now this is very weighty. It feels like a very, very weighty, actually. Good way to put some weight on the front end of it if that's what you're after. And it does come with a charging cable, of course. What doesn't these days? Little guy. And then here we are. So I think this retails at $240. $238 or something like that. Let me get my chair here. $238 or something like that. I could be wrong. I'll put it up on the screen. Of course, you guys know that. Alright, so here we have it. So, nice ratchet grip here. Now, I did use it with the narrow grip. I just prefer a more narrow grip. It gives me more control. That's just how it seems to work better for me. Now, it does come in 3 pieces. Here is our battery, 2000 milliamp battery. Sorry. 2000 milliamp battery. This is our controller switch here, voltage and power button. And then here we have our motor inside. Got grip, and then motor. Of course, this is sealed off. You do have these right here. You're going to want to be really careful of these. And also really careful about how you handle your cartridges, because You cannot take this apart to clean the inside of it, unfortunately. And I can understand that, I guess. I mean, you do have probably a pretty expensive chip in there, but yeah, it would be nice to be able to get in there and clean that, in my opinion. All right, so pretty simple operation here. I guess let me show you what it looks like with the apple grip here. Here we have the baby's arm grabbing an apple right here. Now it is very long. It's long enough to where one Cavicide wrap sheet does not cover the whole thing, so you have to use two to wrap it completely, which is kind of different, I guess. To be safe, I'll say different. Very satisfying grip, you know. They got nice chunky threads, so it doesn't have the finest tune, but it has just enough to get the job done. I didn't have any problems where I thought the throw was too short or anything like that. Let me put back on the grip that I prefer here. Now, I didn't see any extra O-rings in there. I didn't really look, but so this thing is actually kind of cool in a way. I would definitely like to see it expanded upon, definitely. Now, I found the most use of this around C7 and C8 when I was shading with it. Of course, it goes from C10 to C1, and that's where it's hitting the absolute softest. But we'll get into that soon. It does have a static hertz display. I did find most of it working better for me when it's hitting it as hard as it could. I was able to slam a 7 shader with this at about 10 volts at C10, and I was doing some pretty decent lining with a 7 liner with C10 at 10 volts. So now this is a 3.5 machine, so you know, preferably more for people that do more black and gray color blends and stuff like that. But it did seem to you have to do a little bit more pressure, a little bit more hammers at it to get it to pack solid as well. So yeah, I definitely think if you're like a black and gray artist, this is something that you could really fine tune and mess with to get it to work to your liking. But just for me, yes, I found it the harder it hits, the better it works for me. So I did do some shading with a 1217 curve mag. I'll put a picture of that up here soon, where I did some big shades with some triple black, and I did get some nice soft tones with it at about at C7 and C8, and I think I was running at about 8 volts, I believe. Now I was hoping it would hold my time from today, but it looks like after you shut it off for a little while, it will reset your timer. But I used this for about 5 or 6 hours today, on and off. You know, going back from my liner to this, to that, to try it out, and that's how much battery I use. So it seems to be pretty good on consumption. It did come fully charged, so I didn't have to charge this thing at all. And that's where it's at, so I can appreciate that. Anyways, let's slam a Elite bug pin curve mag in here, and I'll try to demonstrate to you guys better the C10, the P and W controller chip a little bit better to you guys. So yeah, for me, I think personally this thing would work much better as a 4mm. That's just me, of course. So let's start it at C10, where it's just like spinning its hardest. Okay. Okay, so you see here we are at the highest mode, the highest C mode at 10 volts, right? And this thing's hitting pretty hard. Oh. Hitting pretty hard, you know what I mean? Like it's as hard as this thing can hit right here at 10 volts. I mean, that's as hard as it can hit. Honestly, I'm not going to say pretty hard, because this thing is actually on the softer side, a lot softer than my liking. Small screen, all these numbers are stacked onto each other. I do like that it has separate buttons. So this is our C mode here. So we're going to try to listen here, if you guys can try to hear this. So we're spinning at 11 volts here. So I'm going to drop the C mode down. So it almost feels like you're dropping it. Almost feel like you're dropping volts within volts. Definitely a way for you to fine tune. I mean, if you're looking to find your groove, or just to get some, like, you know, maybe find a way for it to react up different skin types. I mean, that's good for that. These needles are so sharp, guys. Yeah, right there, that is just so soft. Like, that's like very, very soft. I don't know what that would be useful for, but the option is there. So let's take it. So we're at C1 here, right? So it's barely chugging. It's like, and then we'll drop it down. Okay, this is the first time me doing this. So we're at 7 volts here, guys. This thing is just barely moving. I'm putting pressure on the skin here. I'm putting pressure here, and it's not stabbing me or nothing. So yeah, kind of strange. I mean, I feel like maybe if you're doing like some dot work, I guess. I'm not too sure what these super soft. I mean, I understand you want a soft shade, but I just don't understand why, how, hopefully one of you guys can maybe explain to me how having something this soft could be maybe useful for somebody. Maybe, you know, a tricky part of the skin, perhaps. But anyway, I found it to work best for me. Anywhere above C7 at around 8, between 8 and 10 volts. 8 when I'm shading, about 9 when I'm packing, and 10 when I'm lining. So yeah. So I definitely think this machine is probably for black and gray guys that do a lot of transitions, very, very, very soft tones with gray wash, perhaps, but that is just my opinion. One thing I did see that I wasn't too very fond of either is that when you not very fond of, excuse me, that when you turn this machine on from nothing, it just fires right up. So yeah, just something to be aware of, guys. If you want to try this thing out for yourself, I would definitely turn it on, pause it, and then put a cartridge in it, because you could accidentally stab yourself, and you don't want that. So anyways, I'll put the stats up and all this stuff up on here. If you want to see a more detailed video on this PMW chip, I highly suggest checking out the Dark Lord's video if you haven't already. But yeah, and if you're interested in this machine, I have an affiliate link and 10% discount code down below in the description. So yeah, so thanks for tuning in, guys. Thank you, Easy Tattoo Supply, for reaching out and sending this my way. So I know I posted in the community tab that the next video was going to be the Elite video, where I was going to do start the giveaway details. Well, I opened my big mouth, and so anyway, we had to do this video first. I told Easy I'd have this out by today. So next week, next Tuesday, we will do the Elite Infinity cartridge video, and that is the video where you can find out how to win the FYT tattoo machine. Cool. Any questions, just drop them in the comments. Let me know. If you tried this machine and you got good results with it, let me know. I'll put some work. I'll put up the piece that I started working on this thing with this machine, and you let me know what you think, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.